How about now? Hmm. Okay, it's showing I'm working. No, it's on. Cheryl, take your fingers out of your ears. Then you can hear me. Wow, what a crowd tonight. Go figure. I have some bad news and I have some good news. The good news is you guys don't have to spend any money tonight. The bad news is I'm not really going to do a sale. We're just going to talk for a few minutes. I want to tell you what's been going on here and why we're not having a sale. Um, I'll start with today and I'll kind of wind back. It's been a rough week. Today I went with Sarah and Biscuit, her dog. We had to go to the uh, vet, and then we had to go to her to the storage where her motorhome is, and she had to put a bunch of stuff in there. Hi, Jeff. Ree. So that was today. Every day has been. Ugh, I spent a lot of time at doctors this week. Hi, sis. I went to my pulmonologist yesterday. Had a whatever pul- pulmonary test, and she seemed, not concerned, but she seemed to think that I was having a little bit of issues breathing, but the doctor thinks I'm doing fine. And hi, Jeannie. And so, oh lordy, and I've got a big old group today. So anyway, that was one day. I went to my pain doctor at the beginning of the week, and I've had pain. I've had shots in my back. Then they were going to do an ablation. Well, that none of that worked. So now they want me to see a spine surgeon, and I will go, but there's no way anybody's going to cut on my spine. Hi, cozy dozy duds. Hi, sweetheart. Um, ain't gonna happen. Mm-mm. Has any of you guys ever had spine surgery? I know um Jane has either had it or is supposed to have it. But I don't want anybody to cut on my spine. Um so she said, well, at least go because there's other things that they can do. I said, all right. So I've not made that appointment yet. This little girl here, that's me. I got a lot of issues, and I make sure I go to the doctors and get these things taken care of. And yeah, they can't do back surgery because it is arthritis. And so the only kind of surgery it all involves my spine as opposed to my other things in my back. So I'm going to I get to go to the doctor next week and get glasses if I want to get them. Oh, that's right, sweetheart. You did tell me that, Carol. Um, so I'm trying to think what else I've been having issues with. Well, anyway, so I have all these things kind of going on. And yes, Carol, we're going to be praying for you, girlfriend. Uh, we're going to have like a little prayer group for you for sure. Um, but then there's Ron. And I told you a while back that he was diagnosed with oh, Deb, everybody's got them. Everybody's got them. Uh and I try not to complain about it all the time. I'm not, I don't want to sit around and complain. So all I do is I just say to myself, let's take care of it. Let's do what we can for it. And that's what I do. Um I don't know what to do about my beauty. It's dwindling and I just don't know what to do about it. I'm just hanging in there. I just keep buying new clothes. So anyway, I told you guys that Ron had Parkinson's. And they'd put him on a medication. I something like da 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 dopa dapa, some long name. And he didn't think it was helping. So the last time he went, he told him he didn't want to be on it because it wasn't helping him. I am making the doctor rich. That sucker's probably going on a nice old vacation. Probably got a nice old car. Probably got it all. That's all right. What are you going to do? So this past week, Ron has had a whole lot of problems. He has been in a lot of pain. Um, he has got to where he can't even walk. He I told him one day, I was kind of laughing at him. I said, "You look like Frankenstein or something when he walks. He's very stiff. Um, just all kinds of things." So I made him another appointment with his let's see what kind of doctor is that? Whatever doctor. That doctor. And he is going to go this week about that and get back on the medication and see, if that's going to help him, because he's just been miserable. I mean, really, truly miserable. So, when he doesn't feel good, it kind of takes up a lot of my time too. Well, thank you. I think he is. Yeah, I think he's pretty darn good looking myself. So, hi, Polly. So I just think that, I didn't want you guys to think I forgot you, that I wasn't going to have a sale. Half the time I just want to chit chat with you anyway, but I wanted you to know that I'm going to try to get myself regrouped this next week and see that he gets to the doctor. Hi, sweetie. Oh, really? I think the meds, sis, are going to help him immensely. I really do. Um, I think he didn't seem to feel that bad a few months ago, but he's definitely, you can tell he's slowing down. It affects him mentally. He's very depressed and just all kinds of stuff. So I'm hoping. Thank you, Jeffrey, and thank you, Poodle. And that's just it. He needs to take him and give him a chance. And I think he's going to feel a lot better on the meds. But we don't even feel like doing anything other than, this is my social life right here. I hardly do anything. I go to church when I feel like it. Last Sunday was the first time I'd been to church in probably 2 months. And I'm sort of crying. Everybody's like, "Oh, how are you doing?" And I just, I felt bad because, and at that, I was kind of hobbling in there. So today, in spite of all this, then I started feeling my back is killing me today, and it's going down my legs. So I said, Sarah, first I was going to have a sale. Then I said, maybe I'm not going to have it. Maybe I won't. Then I was going to, and then been having problems with my stupid eBay account. So I just, scam on my phone. So I just finally decided it would be better for me and for you guys that I don't have a sale, and so that your stuff is sitting here. I have last week's stuff sitting here that and I have the week before that is ready to send. You guys paid for it, it's ready to send. And Sarah and I will do that today. Carol, that's exactly what Ron said. Sometimes you just don't realize it till you stop. He and I had both been on I always forget the name of it. It was a medication for arthritis. And they took it off the market because they said it caused heart problems or something. Oh, what Bandit? What you want? Come here. You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Come here. No, I don't know what you want. Um, um. So they took it off the market, and we both had to stop taking it. I can't remember what it's called. And buddy, we both knew right away. We both knew right away how great that was. The other thing I've been having problems with. So Sarah and I go to. In fact, it might be up by now. I did a haul. Her and I went over to the Goodwill Saturday, and my back was starting to hurt. Well, Sarah, God bless her, she's looking around. She found out a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't even see. And then I went to Aldi to get some bread and stuff. And all of a sudden, I started getting chest pain, and it was going up into my neck. And so I got into the car and I said to Sarah, "Hold on, I gotta take a nitroglycerin." So I made an appointment with the heart doctor too. So I'll probably have to get an angiogram and God knows what else. But I mean, I go to them all the time and I take my medication, so it shouldn't be anything like real major. But to me, having a stent put in is big and major. So having an angiogram is major. Maybe it'll be nothing. Maybe it'll tell me I'm crazy as all get out. So that's my week, and I just kind of wanted to let y'all know that I'm still here, still kicking, and I'll keep doing what I got to do so that I'll feel better. He keeps coming here and barking. I don't know what he wants. Probably wants a treat. So anyway, I was trying to think if I had any good news. Uh, I have some good news. I was going to bring it over here. Dee sent me a flamingo cup, and let's see what else. That's about it. I tell you, it's been a dry week, other than everybody being ill. Oh, I know. I got exposed to COVID again on Sunday. The lady that was sitting next to me, we were hugging. No, we weren't hugging. We didn't hug, but we were close to each other. She found out who was it that has COVID? Somebody I was hugging has COVID. Oh yeah, yeah. Our youth minister. I was hugging him, and then we found out on Tuesday that he had COVID. And I said, "Well, as Ron always says, isn't that a Hannah Peckin?" Well, thank you, Poodle. I do bring you all up close and personal, don't I? So, Yesterday, I made 2 homemade soups. I made, uh, split pea and potato soup so that I didn't have to make anything today. Usually, we have pizza, but no, Cheryl, because I have such a hard time breathing a lot of the time, as soon as they said, it was okay not to wear one, I don't wear one. Yes, we are all friends here, and it's funny that, after a while, you get to know everybody, their family members, their what happens to them, there's sicknesses, their joys, and they feel like you feel like your family. Yes, I have seen. Now Sarah is very careful. Knock on wood, she's not gotten it yet. She is very, very careful. Hi, Lori, how are you? It was good too. I didn't make it like my mom made it. I used a recipe. It had ham in it too, and it was delicious. It was delicious. And I had a cup of each. I had a cup of potato soup and one of pea soup. So our church is having I don't know how many of you got McAllister's Deli where you're at, but once a month we have what they call dinner out, and they pick a restaurant. Usually it's like a kind of a fast food. A lot of times they do it at McAllister's because they give us a good amount of the money back. You need a recipe? I will give it to you. I told Jeffrey one time I would give him a recipe for something, and I forgot to send it, and I end up sending it in the next package. I will write down the recipe, and I'll have it as you know, a topper for everybody's package. I could even put it on my um YouTube account. Yes, I hear you. I love soup. So anyway, it's McAllister's, and you get the stuff, you take the receipt and you stick it in some box they have. And I think we get 20%. It's some crazy amount. And that helps us with all the things we do. Hi, Pat. Did you like them? I couldn't even remember what the recipe was, but well, that's good. I'm glad you liked them. I know I still see a lot of people wearing masks, and it's probably not a bad thing. Uh, I know a mask won't help monkeypox. I saw that we have some like crazy amount of people have with monkeypox now. Yeah, and I think the recipe I sent him had raisins in it. I'm pretty sure. And I like to buy the raisins that are I think they're for making cookies because they're like a little bit bigger and they're softer. They're delicious. Oh, yeah. I think my daughter Becky and I got that recipe off of the oatmeal box one time. So I I probably shouldn't have. But like I said, the fact that I have COPD, which my doctor and I discussed that at great length. I started out when I was as a child with asthma, and it just all went all the way, and I developed it just went into COPD. Hi, Maria. And so yeah, we discussed because I told him, I said, well, my mom and dad always smoked, cigarettes in the house, and then my first husband, he always smoked in the house and in the car. And he said, you know, I don't know that that really causes it. He says, I think sometimes people are just, um, it's just in their genes that they're going to get something like that. And I said, yeah, because, I had my great grandmother had asthma, but it, probably was COPD. At the doctor's office, I do. Yeah, I do at the doctor's office because I don't want to get whatever cooties people got. Even if I go to like when I go to the dermatologist. Oh yeah, went to the dermatologist too. I'm going back on my medicine because my couple of my doctors even were comment. Look at this psoriasis, how bad it looks almost like uh what do you call the other one? Eczema, or somebody said it looked like poison ivy. But I mean it itches and I'm constantly like this. And then just my thin skin is thin, so I'll be going like that, and then it bleeds. And yes, I've heard of quite a few people who never smoked and got lung cancer. Well, I was to say some places I know they haven't stopped wearing them. We have a real ding dong from a governor. Our The governor before him was Pence. Was Pence. And then after he left, we got this guy. So we don't do well with governors here in Indiana. I was kind of laughing. There's a amusement park here in Indiana. It's called, how clever, Indiana Beach. Yeah. Well, I had asthma, so, and they always told me, "Oh, you'll outgrow it." Then they told me, I asked my doctor when I was, I don't know, probably in my 20s or 30s, if it would ever become COPD. He said, "Oh no, no, no." Anyway, Indiana Beach. It's a cool little amusement park. So it's in Monticello, Indiana, out in the middle of nowhere, kind of. And there was a commercial for years, and it would say there was a black crow that would be doing the talking, and he would say, "Indiana is more than just corn." And it was kind of funny, but I was looking out because I mean, like 2 minutes from my house is cornfields and farms, and I'm looking and I'm thinking, Indiana is a lot of corn. We have a lot of corn here. Yes, I've seen people that actually coordinate them with their clothes, Deb. I I had a couple of people I saw that whatever they were wearing, they had like a matching mask. Well, we're a very Republican state here. Farm states usually are, and we're pretty much a farm state. But my dad was a union guy, so he was always Democrat. Uh, I'm beginning to wonder if any of them are any good, but I don't know. Some we've had a couple good governors, but we've had a lot of real dipsticks. I'll tell you. Really? Well, my first husband, he got that asbestosis from working in the mill. He's real thin, very thin, and he would have to go down into the uh, uh, furnaces at the steel mill when they would do their when they would like do a reline on it, and so he got it from that. He was in the Navy too, but I don't think he got it from the Navy. But Ron did a lot of the same stuff and he didn't get it. So I guess it's just your luck of the draw. I'm reading a book now where it's like in the 1800s, and it's about these women who became blind from working in a lace factory, that all the fragments of the lace apparently caused them blindness, which I thought was rather interesting. And of course, where Jeffrey lives, the coal miners. I mean, when we went to West Virginia on our mission trip, you would just be going down the road and there's the coal chutes just cross right over you. And there's a lot of people down there that have um, black lung and stuff. No kidding. Well, see, they do that here. Um, my girls, I guess they got lucky because I know kids that did it every summer. But every one of my girls, Jenny, when she was doing it, she got scabies, and I forget what Sarah broke out real bad. Yeah, from the like pesticides or whatever they had. Right. And so when my youngest daughter, Becky, when she wanted to do it, I said, no. I said, your sisters both got sick. Excuse me. They both got sick. So, no, you're not going to even try. I said, why should you go in there, you know, do something for a week or two and then get sick? They pay good, but yeah, Paulie, I worked in a factory when I got my divorce. It is hard and the chemicals aren't the greatest. I worked in a plastic factory. So the material with the plastics that you use, there's a lot of dust from that. Certain ones uh they would do something and there'd be like a big gas, like thing of gas in the room, and we'd have to get out of the room. And where do you live at? I forgot your name, Cozy Dozy Duds. What's your name? Yeah, well, here we live, like my daughter lives right by, or she did, I think she still does, uh, lives right by where there's big fields of strawberries. No, that's where she lived. Now it's cornfields. And she said when they're plowing and stuff, the dust is just flying around in the air. Oh, really? I can believe that one. Uh, when we were in Arizona for that 1 month, I thought it was pretty hard to breathe. Atari consoles, huh? I loved it. Could be. I didn't have it when I worked there, so it could be. Um, we made fan blades. We made fan blades that were like this big that went into hair dryers all the way up to like this big. You can't even see my arm, but big. Um, we made these things. They were like long strips of plastic, and you would have to just trim off all the extra plastic, or as we call it, flash. And they were like things that wrapped around barrels as protection. Oh, yeah, I don't think. Oh, south of Rockford. We were just in Rockford not too long ago. Um, and I'm right up. I'm right at the um tip of Lake Michigan, and there's uh I mean, we're like about, I think Chicago lady and I were talking. I think we're about 25 or 30 miles from Chicago. It doesn't take how much? 35 miles. Sarah's my encyclopedia over here. Uh it doesn't take long to get there. You can take the toll road. It doesn't take long. In fact, my son-in-law is up in Chicago tonight doing a uh hot chili pepper concert. He's a bartender. So anyway, we live right by the lake, at the tip of the lake, and this was all farming. That's all it was. But and until the steel mills came in. So now it's steel mills and farming. Huh. Isn't that funny how now why did you go to California, Poodle? Oh, no kidding, Polly. I used to clean houses, and this friend of mine, we cleaned together. Her name was Debbie. Well, Debbie and I got a job cleaning an apartment up in Chicago. It was where the people had moved out. They wanted us to come in and clean it. And she realized that we had to go over the bridge from Indiana to Illinois. And she kept going, I can't go across this bridge. She says, I always close my eyes. And I said, well, please don't close your eyes while you're driving. So I said, Debbie, just look straight ahead and I'll tell you what's on the sides. And I'm not kidding you. That's how we got across that bridge. I'm going, okay, you're good now. Go over, no, go to the right just a little bit. I was so glad when we got off that bridge, I could have jumped out and kissed the ground. Yeah, I love, I don't know. I love it here. It was like when we were in Arizona for that 1 month. It was a wonderful place to oh, huh. 1967. I graduated in 68. So, um yeah, I was hoping she wasn't going to close her eyes because that was going to make me really freaked out. But what was I saying? I don't know. Oh, I liked Arizona, but uh it was so wonderful that it was warm and flowers were blooming. They had snapdragons and uh just a lot of the flowers that we have here. But it's so it's gotten so populated that it wasn't at all like I thought it was when I was a kid. It was like you were living in the middle of a mall. You would drive, you'd pull out of where we were staying at the like a apartment building. It was all condos and stuff. You'd pull out, and right next to us was like a square that was all stores. And then you pull out from there, and there's another one like that. And all it was store after store after store. It wasn't cool at all. Well, the good thing is you can kind of skirt around Chicago. You don't have to drive right through the city, just like a lot of the other big cities, like Indianapolis. If we're coming from down south, I got some hair sticking up here. Uh, you can you can go around Indianapolis. You don't have to drive right through it, or uh, Memphis, or any of those big cities. You can. Luckily, they have routes that go around it. Well, next week when I do have the sale, um, I got a bunch of cool stuff that I bought. Plus, I have been unearthing. Sarah's been moving stuff around, and I found a whole box with some really cool books in it. And so I've got some books that I was going to. I'm not going to sell the whole box, but at once. But um, I don't know. I found a lot of really cool stuff, and so that'll be it. I always think to myself, uh, I think of what Dee has, and I think what I have, and it's a lot of it's like totally different stuff. So it's not like you go to my sale and you're going, oh well, Dee had that yesterday. It's it's kind of cool that we have different things, so that you know it's not so boring. It'll always be your dream state. Uh, Your parents had their upheavals. Oh boy, did mine too. You know what, Deb? That's how it is here. And the houses they build are ginormous, big, huge houses. And I keep saying to Ron, what do they do with all them rooms? Like D and I could use them to put stuff in. But I mean, seriously, what the heck did they do with all them rooms? It's almost ludicrous. Um, it's just weird. Well, good. I'm glad you like different because I find a lot of different. In fact, Sarah will pick something. She'll say, well, "What do you think about this?" Sometimes I'll say, "Nah, I don't know." Sometimes I'll say, "Well, I think it's cute." You know, hopefully everybody else will think it's cute. You can only go by your gut feeling when you're shopping. Some things you know instinctively that everybody's gonna like it, and then some things you just have to kind of go by your gut feeling and figure it out. Carol, are you still here? Miss Carol Verbeerst, are you here? And I when I tell somebody that I will get them something if there's something that they want. I mean, when we head into a store, I'll say to Sarah, okay, now we're looking for such and such. We need to find such and such. So, we will do that. You know what, Polly? I'm thinking of doing that myself. Oh, and I got my beautiful little blue light from you. I got it right on my TV. Carol, I got you an enamel basin. I haven't got it yet in my possession, but I found one for you. Oh gosh, yeah, I would have loved to live in a house like that. Yes, I've never been to California, so I don't really know that much about it. I want to go to San Francisco really, really, really bad. That's the one place I would like to go to. I would have liked to went to oh shoot, what's the Southern California that's real popular? No, or they have a zoo. San Diego, San Francisco. San Diego. You're welcome. Um, oh yeah, their traffic is hideous. Uh, I would like to go to San Diego, but I think it seems like they're always having big fires now, so I'm afraid there won't be anything left by the time I get to. Oh, I thought they did. I thought it was San Diego. Hmm. I don't know. In the southern part of San Diego, I thought. I mean, the southern part of California, San Diego. Now, where Jeffrey lives, that's probably one of the I'm most familiar with where he lives. I'm very familiar, of course, with Illinois. Ron's dad came from Southern Illinois somewhere. Um, I'm real familiar with the East Coast because I lived in Rhode Island for about 3 years. So I know a lot of the places there. Um, I sure know the South. I know Tennessee, Alabama, Kentucky. Um, I know a lot of that. Know some of the West till you get out to where I've been to Colorado, stuff like that. But my niece lives in, or my granddaughter lives in Oregon, and so I don't know anything. I've never been there. Yeah, I could believe it, Poodle. San Diego. And Carol, I know Michigan. Carol lives in Michigan. I know Michigan real well. Ron and I, right after we started going out, he'd say, "Do you want to go to Michigan?" I'd say, "Sure." So we've been up to Michigan several times, and I've been all the way up to where the cherries are. Where's that at? Cherries. Oh, I'll have to ask Ron. I can't remember where his is from. He's outside now. They're always they're hanging out on the porch. I could drag us all out to the porch. Um, town called Carlock. I gotta write that down. Let me write that down. Got it. Yes, I've heard of that. Door County. Traverse City, exactly, Pat. I went to Traverse City. I used to go. My mother-in-law. We would go on uh, bus rides with senior citizens, and she'd always say to me, "Well, I know you're not a senior, but you might want to go." And I said, "Sure, I'll go." And we went all the way up to Traverse City on a bus from here, and I thought it was beautiful. I loved it there. I got some cherry wine and uh, I've been to Wisconsin quite a bit too. I have family in or did have family in Wisconsin. I'm assuming they're still there. Um, that's where my grandpa and his brother. That's where they lived when they were young. Hi, Martha. How are you, dear? We've been chatting for a long time now. I'm not selling anything. We're just talking and getting to know each other. The only thing we're not getting to know is like what size we wear, and we're not going to go there. I try to now see. I got to see Polly in person, so now I know what she looks like. But I try to imagine what people look like, and they never look like what I think they would look like. It's kind of like an unfair advantage. You guys have an advantage. You see me, but I never. I just have to guess. Who was playing? Deb. Yesterday the Bears were playing. I'm not sure if they won or lost. I always hate to find out because they usually suck. And my son-in-law and I still are holding out, hoping that the White Sox will make it to the of course, Green Bay. I worked with the guy. He loved Green Bay so much that they even named their dog. What did they name the dog? Green Bay. Oh, Packer. And then I knew another girl when I was at the campground when we had our camper. And I mean, every Sunday it was watching, you know, the Bears or the Packers or both. See, chatting like this is fun, isn't it? And you're not spending any money. None. um, yeah, we have a lot of Packer fans around here too. Uh, and then Ron has his pajama pants that have Indiana. What's her name? Indiana Colts. And th- that one year they played um in the Super Bowl. They played against Chicago, and that was a great thing. Ah, I'm not I like to watch sports. I love to watch them in person. I've been to a pregame and a game. When I used to work at the one pawn shop, they had season tickets to the Bears. Really good seats too. It was good. Um, and then when years ago I went with Sarah and her fiance to see, not, she didn't end up marrying him, to see the Bears play a pregame. That was kind of cool. I've been to a few White Sox games, never been to their new field, never been to a Cubs game. My dad would roll in his grave if I thought I was going to a Cubs game. And but I like to see it in person. I'm not so much watching it on TV unless it's like the Super Bowl or the World Series or something like that. Even if it's not anybody I like, I still watch the World Series. Um, Sarah, do me a favor, honey. Sarah, they keep going back outside. Wrigley Field was is where the Cubs play, right? White Sox, it was called Comiskey Park. The old Comiskey Park was cool. The new park they play at, whichever, I can't remember what it's called. It don't look like it has that kind of, you know, coolness to it. Sarah, I'll hear her dog feet. Hold on a minute. Sarah's outside smoking, probably. It's actually three books in one. It's called Once Upon a Dickens Christmas by Michelle Greep. Ripe. And the last one is the one about them, and they all take place, of course, in England, uh, in like the sometime in the 1800s, Victorian England, and they are Christian. This lady got a Christie Award, which must be like some kind of award for Christian books. U.S. Cellular Field, yes. Pooh, you're gonna go night night. All righty, you be good girl. Well, yeah, I think my son-in-law was too because he loved. I wish you could see. I will bring to a sale. I'm not gonna sell it, but some of these things he buys with White Sox on them. I bought him something when I was at um the Goodwill the other day. It's a toy bat, and it says White Sox on it. So I bought it for his birthday. I thought he could, I don't know, knock himself in the head with it. It is a good book. It is. I was gonna share it with somebody, whoever I was gonna say if somebody wanted it, because um I like to not that I don't read anything else, but I like to read Christian books sometimes because Christian fiction. And I really, 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 really love books about the Amish. Um, Sarah and I went like in May to Shipshawana, which is a big, pretty good size Amish settlement. Small town, but a big, quite a few Amish live there. And so I bought some uh, whoopie pies, whoopie cakes, whatever. And I was just kind of letting them sit there. And I'll be a son of a gun if Ron didn't eat them all. They're so delicious. They're like what was that one cake? Suzy Q's. They're kind of like a Suzy Q. And they're so So delicious. Dee was talking, and well, I know she mentioned it, and her and I were talking about it. She was thinking about starting another channel and doing cooking on it. I was just thinking, if I could get my crap together, that I would like to, do various recipes and stuff like that. But just on this channel, I don't want to start having 14 channels, and I'm not as if you don't like that kind of thing, you don't have to look at it. Oh, sis, no, I'm not. We're just talking. I had a very, very bad week, and I didn't even want to. I don't even want to start it because I didn't even want to have a sale because I need a week to kind of regroup. Oh yeah, whoopie pies are the best, and that might be something I could make and let you guys see. I'm sorry, sis. I thought you had seen that. So if if you feel like leaving, we're here for the sale, but I will have a sale next week. Everything should be much better by next week. I certainly hope it is anyway. We're just having a chat session. So if you're leaving, I shall see you next Friday. So do most of you guys read or not? Sarah, didn't Doug go to the last game that they ever had at Comiskey Park?
I think so. Yeah.
I thought he did.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if you heard the beginning of it. You can look at it. I spent a lot of time at the doctor's, and Ron had a lot of issues with his Parkinson's, so that was why. But he should be better next week because he's going to the doctor. Hello, Midge. Thank you, sweetheart. Hi, Nathan. What's up, dude? I love to watch documentaries. I love Sarah and I like true crime. Both of us like that. I like Nicholas Sparks. Did Ron go get our food?
Yes.
We sent Ron to get food. I hope he'll be all right. I'm doing so. That was why I didn't have a sale tonight. Just chatting because Ron was sick, and it was just a kind of a bad week. Biographies and autobiographies. I like them too. Oh,
Like any political ones, I get those.
you like Sarah likes political ones?
No, I don't like them. I said I got them. Doug's mom's box.
Oh yeah.
Full of autobiographies and political
Yeah,
books.
we don't like political books. Yeah, we like true crime even on TV. We're kind of weird like that. But then I'll watch them, and then like if I'm awake all by myself in the middle of the night, I'm like hearing things. I do.
It's better to know all the facts so you can be safe and not have to, then you know what to look out for.
Yeah, I know a girl that used to do that, read like 2 or 3 books at once. And my mother, God rest her soul, but she kind of did this to me. She would start a book and she would read it to the end. She would not read anything else while she was reading that particular book. But when I was going to school, you got to read your school books, but I wanted to read also. So you are reading more than one book.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to keep
read multiple books in one day.
Yes, Sarah. Sarah used to read a couple of books a day. She was
that was before I had kids and
David Rosenthal. Oh, I love James Patterson too. I do too. No, I saw it. Was it like creepy or? I'm talking to you, Polly, about the making of a murder.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
Well, some people just don't like to read. In fact, I just started reading again. My eyes were so bad. It bothered me to read. I could read about 10 minutes and my eyes were killing me.
Look at Doug. He likes to write, but he hates reading.
Yeah, my son-in-law, he loves to write, but he doesn't like to read. So,
Possibly because he's slow with glasses.
and I know on a channel, let's see, ABC, and I don't know what the other one is. Like 2020 always has like a murder mystery. I'll tell you who I love is Agatha Christie. And if you go on actually I watch a lot of it on YouTube. You can get episodes of what used to be on PBS, I guess. But I have a lot old. I mean, I've got old paperbacks. Vintage Vinny, my goodness. Hello. Well, you picked a great night to come. I'm not even selling anything tonight. We are just talking. I told him I would save him a bunch of money tonight and we would just talk. That I'm going to have a sale next week because I had kind of a rough week with Ron. He found out a while back that he's got Parkinson's, and this past week he was bad. And so I just couldn't get my mojo going this week. It's just been a bad week. But I told him that I will be here next week to sell them stuff. Yeah, 2020 is the other. 2020, and I can't think what the other one is. Dateline. That's right. How have you been, Vinny? I haven't talked to you in quite some time. I have seen I've seen your stuff. I was gonna read some of your or watch some of your hauls and stuff. I haven't seen anything for a while. Are you gonna go to Texas in October with D? Vinny? Oh, Vinny, are you still here? He left because I'm not selling nothing. Yeah, oh, I see this. Well, don't tell G, but I'm gonna climb into your suitcase, okay? We were thinking about going to Texas in January, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do it or not. Maybe February. Hi, Dana. See, I keep telling Dee that I think my sales need to be a little bit later than even 7, but yeah, they're going to go meet up with man, I hate when I can't think of something. Old Curiosity Shop. What's his name? We know this. I've been through there last winter. Arja Scott.
Scott.
What a dingbat. Is Scott going as well? Somehow I can't see Scott in Texas. I don't know why. I've been through there We ate at a place in Texas. It was a Stockman's steak place. Oh my gosh, was it good? Well, I hope he can go, but I just think of him. I think of him where he's at, and I can't even imagine him being anywhere else. But yeah, that would be great if he could go. So how's work? Vinny, I was saying earlier, and I don't think anybody even heard me. I didn't realize nobody was on at the moment. But I so wish that when you do this, you can actually talk to the people and see them and talk to them. It's like, although we've talked plenty enough that I get I get the hang of what everybody's saying, but it just would be nice to see people when you're talking to them. Why? You're cute. Oh, really? You have tax-free week? Shoot. Well, like I said, we're in Indiana. We don't get any good deals. My Goodwill gives me deals, but not Indiana. You know what, Dana? I love to fly. I don't think I could get Ron in a plane if I shot him in from a cannon. He will not fly. That's why we drove all the way to Arizona and back. That's true. Everybody could send me their picture, and then I can have them all posted in my kitchen. Oh, really? Well, next year is my 55th class reunion. Yeah, I love to fly. Fortunately, I've never been on a plane with any crazy people, but well, only semi crazy. I was coming back from Arizona one time, and there had been a uh Grateful Dead concert there. So all the people on the plane were deadheads. Oh my gosh, was it nuts? These people were crazy. This guy next to me, he was all sweaty and had hairy legs, and he's drinking Jack Daniels, and he's whacking his leg on my leg, listening to music, and I was like, oh. I don't know. I'm thinking D also might be a little bit on the, well, probably 40th is, I was, it's going to be my 55th. Um, yeah, we have them every 5 years now because people are, croaking and stuff. So they have, I don't know why I keep leaning down like this. Uh, we had even talked about having them every year. 82. Oh, geez. I was already a mother of three children in 82. Really? Wow, Dana, that's cool. There was this lady that went to my church, and she was a real short little lady with white hair, and she had been a flight attendant. And she used to tell me about all these escapades of flying. I think it was when they only had propeller planes. I don't know. It was pretty funny. Crocking. croaking. Yeah, I like to fly, and the last time I flew was when I went out to see my Uncle Jim about 3 years ago in Arizona. And then he died last winter, winter before last. Winter before last. Oh, well, that's true. Yeah, they're the ones that are half drunk before they ever get on the plane, and then they drink some more. I've been pretty lucky when it comes to flying. I was on a bus one time though with these guys, and they seemed like terrorists, and I was really scared. I was so glad when they got off. I couldn't stand it. I know. What was I going to say about we when we went to the vet today? We had to wait and wait and wait because they didn't have anybody working. Then another day we went. Well, in fact, we were in Arizona. We went to Cracker Barrel, and the people came out and said, "Don't go in. They don't have anybody working in there." The other day they were closing up like McDonald's or something because they didn't have anybody to work. Ooh, I can see better without the glasses like that, but I can't see what you're saying. Um, I could do that. So it's kind of weird how they don't have anybody to work anywhere. Sarah was explaining to me it's because that our generation, the baby boomers, had many, many people to work the jobs, but that her generation uh, is not near as big, so they don't have anybody working the jobs. I don't know if I'm buying that their theory. Well, where am I here? What is this doing? I like playing with stuff and messing it up. Um, yeah, a lot of places are like that. You know, Vinny, I wouldn't want to be drunk on a plane either. Now, sometimes I have awe. Sometimes I'll have a cup of coffee with like I'm trying to think what I'll get in it. Something like a liqueur or something. But that's about it. I don't usually get a drink on the plane. I always think of that movie Snakes on a Plane, if you ever saw it. That would be what I would like to see happen. Drunk on a plane? I never heard of that. I'll have to find it. I'm trying to get you off of here, Paula, but I can't seem to. Oh, there we go. We're good. You don't look anything like that picture at all. Turks Bentley, man, I gotta listen to that. Hello, Bandit. Hello, Biscuit, rather. She likes to lick my leg. I can't even imagine. I can't remember. Ron said they were at the other day, and uh, there was only one person. They were taking the order. It was like real early in the morning. A Xanax. I'm usually okay. I don't really need anything. Or at least, let me put it this way. That's what I think, Cheryl. Now, when they were giving out the unemployment, you know, I could see where people were, uh, a lot of them were sitting back getting their unemployment. But I don't think they're getting it anymore. Oh, well, fortunately, the last time I really, really, really was a bit tipsy. I have a picture of me a couple days later. I fell directly on my face, and I had scabs all here. I broke my nose inside, and I was at a women's retreat with church with my daughters. It was pretty darn embarrassing. I can't remember what story I made up, and so there I was lying to cover up that. But I did make some kind of a story up about what happened. So I haven't done anything like that since. I was just too embarrassed. My friend always says, "Oh, wasn't that funny that weekend?" And I go, "No, it wasn't really that funny. It wasn't funny, and it hurt like hell." Yeah, you have to drink at a class reunion. You know, you got to be cool. Oh, okay. So, well, my dinner's here. And so we've talked longer than I usually have a sale. Church ladies do know how to party, Dana. You're right. Years ago, a friend of mine, she was my neighbor, and she's Lutheran, and she was very involved in her church. I was Catholic. So, Catholics, we're known sinners. Anyway, she used to, I'd go over there and we would watch movies and drink fuzzy navels. And yeah, we had a lot of fun. Oh, really, Cheryl? Huh. All right, guys. Well, I'll tell you what. Thanks for just talking to me. I appreciate the hugs. I appreciate the concern, and I will keep all this in my little heart all week,
Oh, okay.
all this next week as things are as we sit at the doctor's offices. I hope so too, and I think just knowing you guys are out there and you care will make it better. I love you. I love all of you guys, and it's going to be a good sale next week, so it'll be fun. All right, guys, you be safe and be careful this weekend. And I love you, and I appreciate every one of you. So you take care. Bye, guys.